Hi everyone, I want to welcome you to the Brush Up. I'm your host, Chris Boline. To my left is the sports editor, Eric Uribe, and my right is our multimedia editor, Leo Beas. So guys, you guys have a pretty heated debate on Colin Kaepernick this week. Eric, I want to start off with you. Do you believe that Cap has made progress in his second season?
I believe so, and I want to point to one example in particular. A couple of weeks ago, playoff game, seventh coldest game of all time at Green Bay, historic Lambeau Field. It's 3rd and 8, about a little over a minute left, and Kaepernick, being the playmaker that he is, scrambled on that crucial down, picked up 11 yards, set up the game-winning field goal. I think that play best exemplifies why he's an elite quarterback. It showed his athleticism, showed his ability in the clutch situation, and his ability to win. Right now he has 21 wins in his career starts. In that same span, only 2 quarterbacks have a better winning percentage, and both those quarterbacks are playing the Super Bowl on Sunday. So I think that just speaks volume about Kaepernick and his ability as a quarterback.
All right, good point. Now, Leo, let's go to you. You were pretty, you kind of had some judgments about what Cap can do, and I mean, what do you kind of think is his biggest flaw as a quarterback in the NFL?
Well, before I start with that, on your stats, on only Peyton Manning and Russell Wilson having a better what?
Winning percentage.
That stat lies a little bit. Let's just take into consideration that Kaepernick has been blessed to be put in the position that he has been. A top 5 defense, a very good rushing attack, the best tight end in the game in Vernon Davis, and the Super Bowl winning receiver in Anquan Bolden. Not to mention Michael Crabtree, which, yeah, I understand I had him near the end of the season, but still, he has a very good team around him. And like I was saying earlier, if you put Kaepernick on any other team, say the Redskins or the Raiders, they don't make the playoffs. Simple as that. But what was your question, Chris?
What is his biggest flaw as a quarterback?
There are so many that I can't really name them all, but one in particular is the way he stares down the receivers. If he's staring down Michael Crabtree, he's going to throw it to Michael Crabtree, regardless of who's guarding him. For example, against Richard Sherman last week in Seattle, he's seen single coverage, Richard Sherman. He had someone open in the flats. No, he decides to throw it to Michael Crabtree with Richard Sherman on him. Yes, let's take a look. Okay, Kaepernick here, he sees single coverage on Crabtree, but it's Sherman. He drops back, he throws it. It's supposed to be a fade route. He underthrows it, and yes, Richard Sherman tips the ball, interception, game over. That is why Kaepernick is not a top 10 quarterback.
So, Leo, I think we discussed this as well. What quarterbacks do you feel like are better than Kaepernick? I know Matt Stafford, Sam Bradford. I mean, do you feel like those guys are actually better quarterbacks than Cap right now?
I don't think Bradford is, but I do think Stafford is. Stafford has a great arm. He's proven it statistically. I think Phillip Rivers is a better quarterback right now. I think if you put Eli Manning on the San Francisco 49ers, they win that game this past weekend. Why? Because he's proven it. You know, with the Giants, he's had strong defenses, and he makes plays when they count.
That is
okay,
ludicrous.
let's hold on. So, Eric, let's let you go now.
Okay, that game, obviously people will remember that fourth quarter where, I'll admit, Kaepernick choked. But people are just forgetting those first
3
quarters.
turnovers.
Those first
in
3
11
quarters
minutes.
where he played flawlessly, ran for over 100 yards. Only 4 times has a quarterback run for over 100 yards in the playoffs. Kaepernick's done that twice. I mean, he's the one that put them in that position to begin with. I mean, he handled that noise.
It's not how you
well.
start, it's how you finish.
And that leads me to another stat. In his 1 year and a half as a starting quarterback, he has 8 comebacks, game-winning drives. Only Tony Romo, Joe Flacco, Andrew Luck, Russell Wilson, and Matt Ryan have more game-winning drives than Kaepernick. I mean, for the most part, he's clutch. I mean, one rare example against Seattle, but I mean, every player's choked before, Michael Jordan didn't make every game-winning shot. So
Last year, he choked again, throwing that fade route to Michael Crabtree. It was too long. You have to give a receiver a chance to make a play on the ball. It's as simple as that, Eric.
One, you can point to the last play as a no-call pass interference. Or you could also blame Jim Harbaugh for questionable
It
play
can't
calling.
be a pass interference if he had no chance to make a play on the ball.
Okay, I want to stop the both of you and kind of lead into the next question. We're running out of time. So, Eric, do you believe Kaepernick does have the ability to make the next step? He kind of regressed this year. I mean, even though making a Super Bowl run is a very difficult thing to do, but you think that he has the ability to make the next step?
I think so. I mean, he's a hard worker. You know, we all saw that when he was here at Nevada. He just needs a little bit more experience, and with that experience, he'll get more mental kind of skills that will help him, you know, read defenses a little bit more. But just as an athlete, as a pure thrower, I mean, he's as talented as any other quarterback in the league.
And Leo, my final question for you. The read option was a huge story last year. Guys like RG3, Robert Griffin III, Russell Wilson, and also Kaepernick were kind of at the forefront of that. Do you feel like the read option is still a viable offense?
It's viable if Kaepernick decides whether to run it or pass it on time. That's his biggest problem. He takes too time to decide whether to run or pass. So if he makes up his mind, I think it can be effective. But with the defenses being so fast nowadays and so strong, it's kind of difficult to run that type of offense.
Awesome. All right, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see all you guys next week. Thanks.